आज कोल्टे डेवलपर्स के मेन फाउंडर है नितिन कोल्टे सर, तो अपने साथ है और ये है विनायक बंसल। इंट्रोड्यूस कर।
मेरा नाम सर विनायक बंसल है एंड मैं आज का होस्ट हूँ। तो सर आपको कैसा लग रहा है आज आके?
Actually, today is a very fantastic day and I'm cheerful.
सर आप अगर आपके बारे में थोड़ा सा इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे ताकि ऑडियंस को पता चले कि आप कौन हो, कैसे काम करते हो, क्या हो, थोड़ा सा बेटर पड़ेगा।
बेसिकली हम लोग कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री में हैं और आई एम अ बी सिविल ग्रेजुएट एंड आई ग्रेजुएटेड इन 1992 and then onwards I started my business. First of all, I started off with a very small scale versions. And then later on, I started from scratch because there was no history as such in our family lineup who was into construction business. So accordingly, we started off.
So sir, as you mentioned, there was nobody from your family who was in construction business. So there was difficulty in starting. What were the difficulties you faced during that phase? Because you, as you had mentioned before the camera, that your parents were very educated and they were not belonging from business world. So how did you cope up with that?
See, the basic thought process which was involved in our family was to be truthful and loyal to whatever you do. They were idols, my parents, as they had excelled in their own careers. So looking at that, I had made up my mind to go into construction business right from the beginning when I was moving in the world as a child. It was a very fascinating field for me right from the beginning. So accordingly, I thought of joining this construction business, and although there are difficulties, when you set up a goal that you want to do this, then you chase it properly.
Yeah.
And when you chase it, you get it.
Okay, sir. So what values did your parents teach when you had started your career?
To be loyal and to be truthful to whatever you do.
Okay. Sir, regarding your education, as you told, you did civil engineering and BE. So do you think that degree or that thing was very important in what real life you built?
Yeah, it's a very good question which you have asked, because many of the aspiring students, youths are interested in this type of questions. See, the basic degree whichever you take is a very important foundation in your life. Until and unless you get that, you do not know how to plan ahead. See, my aim was to become a builder, a big contractor. So to achieve that, I thought of having such degree, in which it would boost up my confidence while being present in this market. So it is a very vital, important thing which I've done, that I've taken a graduation in civil engineering.
Okay, sir. So talking about your, can you just explain what was your first contract or first achievement in your business which you had done? It was which made you very happy, or it was success in your terms?
Yeah, surely. See, before getting the main contracts or main scheme as a promoter builder, there were some petty contracts and some petty things which I had done so as to garner some knowledge from the market, how the construction industry is there, just to taste it. But to my assessment, my scheme at Vishal Chaitanya Cooperative Housing Scheme, which was in Kasaragod, was the turning point. And over there, it was inaugurated. The Bhumi Pujan was done by Honorable Mr. Srinivas Patil, who was the ex-governor of Sikkim. But at that time, he was the commissioner over there, and he supported me a lot over there in doing that scheme also. As a commissioner, he was in a broader aspect, and then he assisted because I was building for the poor over there.
So, sir, how much capital did you have when you started?
See, it's a very tricky question. Capital depends upon your perception. If you think you don't have any capital, then you don't have a capital. But you can garner capital from the market. So that is the crux of the business.
Right.
The way you present yourself, the way you analyze your opportunities, that is the capital.
So sir, did you take a loan or how do you start it? Like
See, there was no need to take any loans. The market was there. I was a bit active into politics, so people were there connected with me. And they supported me in doing all the supply chains and all these things. So that was the market and that was the capital.
So, sir, I wanted to know, as you said about politics, so what were you doing there and what was the role? Can you just tell me the background?
See, in those days, Congress party was quite at, all the youths were attracted to Congress, and naturally I was a youth and I was attracted to Congress party. I was very active in as a president of National Students Union of India. I was a working president, later president, and then later on I became Youth Congress president for the city also, Pune city. So with the experience of national students, where I was connected to the whole Pune district, and with Youth Congress connected to Pune city, I had people, I had contacts, and that helped me a lot.
So, sir, as you mentioned contacts, and do you think your net worth is decided by your networks?
That can be a possibility. Net worth and contacts, these are very important things, because in the market, when you place yourself, people should have faith in you. And when people's faith come with you, that is your net worth.
Sir, if a guy is starting to have contacts on networks, so how do we start? Like, what does he do so that he could get networks?
Yeah, that is a very good question, because for aspiring students and aspiring young generation, this is a very good. See, contacts, first of all, you decide what you want to be and work in that direction. How to utilize your present contacts, how to utilize your present scenario, and how to garner support on that, so that you can achieve your game or achieve your goal. That is the target the student should. You should never go away from what your goal is. Whatever you see in the market, that should be aimed at your goal. Then automatically people get connected with you. Like-minded people get attached to you. And then the progress happens.
So, sir, about your projects, can you just briefly explain us what all projects are you doing right now and where are they located and what work are you doing there?
Sure. Building for the poor, affordable housings, that was my basic aim. I had seen in the Pune city while I was traveling as a youth in the Youth Congress. There were many vadas, there were many dilapidated condition structures. So looking at that, I had an aspiration to go into redevelopment. So that way I entered redevelopment by building vadas. At present, I am having redevelopment at Kasbape, Bibewadi, and a few more areas which I would not like to disclose at this stage.
Okay. Can ask.
So sir, now when you have redevelopment, what was your thought? How do you start of redeveloping it? What were the initial steps you took so that the redevelopment would go?
See, first I want to analyze particular areas where redevelopment would happen. That is a key structure, key place where you have to identify business, where you can push in your vision with the lowest of investments. That is the basic target, and identifying the size. And that way you can progress. You should not aim at a very expensive or more high investment areas. Rather than you start off with small areas, small vadas, and then you can develop yourself into a big thing.
So sir, at initial levels, what were the difficulties you faced when you redeveloped it?
The most important difficulty was everybody faces this financial crunch. But then I had to face that also. Because see, both of my parents were serving, and I never wanted to depend on their financial things, so that or put up a loan on them so that they could satisfy my needs. I have to create my own world. But then, as I told you, contacts are very important, and to be friendly with everybody helped me, because right from raising a standard agreement format, that was a crucial format, crucial turn in my life. See, when I went for redevelopment, I didn't have that standard format of a builder to provide an agreement, a development agreement and power patent. To spend on that was also a big thing, because we had to employ advocates, we have to pay them, and then the development agreement of power patent used to come in our table. But one of my friend who was a partner earlier, he said, Nitin, take this development agreement power patent format and you start off with your business. That was the turning point in my life. I got that. See, things work out miraculously, but you should know how to handle that properly. And for handling that properly, you should know the details of the market, what is the requirement of the market, and then only you can bank on it. So that way we have to work out.
Okay, sir, regarding your real estate thing, so can you just explain what actually builder do to our users and our viewers as well as us? What is the role of builder? You can just explain that.
See, the role of the builder is very crucial in the market, because he has got the vision. He knows, he has the study of the market. He knows what to place, what will go in the market, and he has the guts to change the scenario of the whole land, and with that he comes up with a proposal in front of the people. When the people like it, then they gave a go ahead for that, and accordingly we go for the projects.
Yeah, sir, it was nice. So, sir, after redevelopment, what do you thought of next step would be?
See, redevelopment is a big market, and I was into redevelopment of products. But when my son, elder son Aditya, joined with me as a partner, then he said, Daddy, we are focusing on redevelopment of vadas and acquiring of lands and then going for independent development. But we are losing and we are leaving unattended market by a company, that is redevelopment of societies. So he came up with visions and he came up with ideas. And then according to that, we entered the redevelopment market of the societies. So I gave him a green signal, you go ahead, you come in and you bring in projects, and then you go ahead. The same thing I'll be advising my next younger child, Yash, so that he'll also go into that.
Sir, regarding, as you mentioned about Aditya and Yash, they are your sons. So what do you think if you are a first gen business?
Yeah.
So what do you think the suggestions you should, as you have already mentioned, Aditya is already working with you on the projects. So what all things did you face or situation where you think this youth generation is very different? So how did you tackle that? Because you are from different generation, your system of approaches and all the things are very different than the younger generation. Their approach is very different. So how did you mix and gel with him?
See, what happens is that the way you project your next generation or the way you bring them into the market, that is very crucial. I had taken up in my mind that carry my children to all the meetings with me, so that they'll get the first-hand information of what the market is. So I had taken Aditya along with me, I had taken Yash along with me for my various projects such as affordable housing, township projects, and they attended the meetings. And then an interest was developed by themselves. Then they select. I never forced them to go in for civil engineering. Aditya is a BTech civil graduate from Symbiosis, and followed by Yash, who is pursuing his BTech over there. But I never asked them to join this profession. I gave them the liberty. You come, you join, you see my projects. If it is interesting, you join and you start developing yourself. You don't come onto a ready platform. You develop a platform for yourself. And then through.
तो सर अभी आप जो अपना जो प्रोजेक्ट्स बना रहे हैं उसके बारे में थोड़ा डिटेल में बता पाएंगे कौन से प्रोजेक्ट्स है और कितने के हैं क्या है वो सर Can you go with that?
Right, surely. At present, I'm having a project at Kasba Pet. It is a redevelopment project. It is a very challenging and difficult project because we have to deal with all the complications of the old VARA systems. It's about 7-storied structure, and half of it is already constructed, and the remaining half will be constructed within. So yes. We are having a project at Kasba Pet, which I've already told you about.
Yes.
Next upcoming project is at Bibewadi, which is also a 7-storied structure. It is a redevelopment project, and it's about 15 to 20 crore project. And then there are a few upcoming projects where we are in advanced talks in that area too. There are a few projects in Kothur and Shivajinagar where we are in advanced talks, and one upcoming project is there. And I've already told you about that is Waguli Annex. That is also a big project, but it's a very huge project. We have already invested a large chunk of funds into acquiring of lands, and it's a big project, about 3,000 to 6,000 homes project.
Okay. Sir, regarding your, we were talking about your real estate developments which you are talking. So Kasba was done. Bibewadi you said as the.
It's an upcoming one.
Yeah.
There is one more project in Bibewadi. That is also a big project. That is also upcoming. It's in the pipeline. We have already entered into an MOU. It is 20-story, 2 structures. So that is also a big project with commercial and all. And there are a few projects upcoming in Kothur and Shivajinagar also. But that is in the pipeline. We are in advanced stages in Bibewadi. And what I told earlier, that we are coming up with a big project in Waguli, Lunikan, that area also. We have already acquired large amounts of land over there, and we are in DAP with many of the farmers also.
Okay, sir. As you were speaking about, there are various projects which you are already working on. So can you just tell me about how much construction cost they are up to, the revenue point of view, project cost?
Yeah, the project cost in Bibewadi, if you go
overall, you can
overall it is about we are having about 3,000 crore projects in our hand.
Okay.
Total.
Okay, sir. So now it's an upcoming project. What was the greatest project you have done? At least like the redevelopment was there?
See, every project is a dear project. I cannot classify.
Yeah, it is okay. I think, sir, regarding your next generation, as we were speaking for Aditya and Yash, so what are the suggestions you would tell them to imbibing themselves or change something about them or this generation overall?
See, although Aditya and Yash both are having history of construction industry, I have categorically told them that you don't depend upon me. You start up your own, you get involved into constructions, you get involved into the know-how of the business yourself, and then join the parent company. Similarly, I have told Aditya, accordingly Aditya studied for the societies. He brought a few societies along with him, and then he took some experiences, he took some contracts individually, and then he joined me. Same I've told Yash. Yash is at present doing his studies. He is studying in 3rd year of engineering. It's a long way to go, but still he's garnering. I've told him that don't waste your time in just wandering here and there, having picnics. You get a time off from the studies, just put in some time into your experiences into business.
So, sir, what trend do you see in construction technology, sustainability, and smart homes? Like, how will the construction company changed?
Construction industry has drastically changed into quality. Earlier, when we started, it was an age-old style of construction. The quality control was also not done. But now the government has put up good and stringent clauses into it. Specifically, when RERA has come into existence, the quality of construction, the builders are forced to put up a technical team, proper technical team, which the builders used to not put up, and that was the very reason why many structures and constructions failed in the early era.
Sir, what do you find the loopholes in the construction companies? Like any loopholes are there, like which can get the people to get in money?
I think government has taken proper care to avoid such loopholes. I would congrats the government team also, as well as the vision of our Prime Minister Narendra Ji Modi, who has put up stringent norms into construction industry and had made it applicable for the whole of India, in because of which a large development of infrastructure in a planned manner and in a qualitative manner has come into India.
Sir, one hypothetical question for you. If somebody or God gave you 1 or 2 crores in cash, and he said you are happy to invest in wherever you want. So in real estate, where would you invest right now if you are living in Pune? Commercial, residential, or something rental? What would you go with?
See, if I am not looking for immediate gains, the best part from a builder's view is to invest in land.
Sir, as you mentioned about politics and all, so do you think changing dynamics in politics is affecting your business in positive or negative way?
See, my being in politics is a different part. I am not into politics. Now I am having contacts in top areas because of my political history. But the way the government is now looking at all these things is a very positive and a very industrial lookout, because of which there is a promotion into all types of industries, not only construction, but all types of industries. A very positive scene.
So there are right now news is coming across India regarding data centers and the real estate behind that. So are you ahead of planning for something commercial things also?
Yeah, it's a very good question, and we are into planning a data center area in our upcoming project at Lodikan Waguli.
Okay, great, sir. Sir, as you mentioned, your family support is very strong, as you mentioned. So, you behind the camera, you also told that there are supply chain which has made me strong. So, if there is a newcomer who does not have any support of supply chain, which you mentioned, so how will he start? How should he start?
See, I told you earlier that you fix up a goal. Once you fix up a goal, everything follows properly. You have to put in your efforts. See, for construction industry, if he is from a technical background, he is having a civil engineering degree or something, there are many sources as a consultant in civil engineering, so as to make use of it to garner money and then invest into construction industry. First of all, you take a first-hand experience into what the market puts up to you. Make use of it and then invest wisely into construction.
Sir, what do you think a good leader should have? What qualities do you think a good leader should have?
It's a very good question. A good leader, according to me, is first of all, he should listen to others. He should accept others' ideas. The person who does this, he is successful into business.
Sir, what one piece of advice you would give that people should ignore?
Quarreling.
So there are a lot of myths about real estate and lot of fear about real estate ki whether my money is in the safe hands, and there is also myths regarding real estate in overall India across Pune also. So what do you think about that also? Can you just tell me?
See, looking at the market in Maharashtra, our government right from the beginning was very stringent in construction norms. There was MOFA earlier, and after MOFA, RERA has come. MOFA was on similar lines, which was implemented by our state government right from the beginning. So construction industry in Maharashtra was that way quite safe. But later on, when the government put up all these RERAs and all, it has become more stringent and nationwide, and accordingly the risks which construction industry used to face earlier has been marginalized to a great extent. Later on, for commoners to invest, I would really advise that you look at the background of the builder, look at the technical capabilities, whether what he has done, and then loyalty, the way he has handled the projects is also important. And all these things, and the first of all, the government is there to take care of you. The government has implemented RERA, so I rather doubt any builder can take the people for right in such cases.
Sir, what do you think that people should look upon a failure? Like if a failure has happened, so what do you think that people should look at it?
Yeah, because
like it's a learning process, or it should be taken in a negative way.
Failure in what sense?
Failure in every sense, like in a construction company, it is a 50%
Business-
chance that business
business sense.
will work or not work, or like anything.
See,
failure.
failure, it depends upon your own perception. What you call a failure is. Even if you don't get a bid, that is a failure. If you don't sign up a particular scheme, it's a failure. But then how you learn into it, how utilize a failure, that brings you into a positive mood. So there is no failure as such. It is an experience. It is not a failure.
So, as you mentioned, you started in early 1990s. So it is around 20 to 30 years you are in this field. What was the dark moment or worst phase in your company, and what was the golden phase in your company? Which, as you're there in Pune, also living here only, so you should have faced that dark phase or a difficult phase in your company, and a golden phase which also is there.
See, looking at everything practically, there was no such dark phase. By God's grace, I am progressing slowly, and now I have diversified myself as a promoter builder to a big scale. So, to diversifying into such types of areas and to competing with big names like Godreges and all is a golden phase for me.
Sir, how do you identify people who can you truly trust in? Like in partnership, how do you trust other people?
Yeah, because in real estate there is lot of scam can happen with anybody who is starting newly or something like that. As you mentioned earlier, you founded during your foundation also you had a co-founder or something partner was there. So how did you trust on him? Because he might scam you or something.
See, first of all, you should have the confidence in yourself, and after having confidence in yourself, you should be very positive regarding or very skeptical regarding signing up contracts, reading all the agreements properly. See what people do at present, builders or newcomers, they take up an agreement and give it to an advocate. Advocate writes according to what he wants, and then the builder doesn't see what the advocate is. That is the biggest loophole. He depends on that. Advocate doesn't know what your views are. You should practically look what are your sides to be protected, what are the consumer's sides to be protected, and what are the landlord's sides to be protected. You are the pivotal part who is carrying all these forward with you. If you take all these things and ask a legal person to look into it, he is a third person. He doesn't know your priorities. So you have to take efforts yourself. You should go into the agreements, you should go into the intricacies, and then come up with a proper document.
Sir, if someone is taking a flat today or genuinely investing in it, so what all things they should look into it before buying it or before investing in it?
Yeah, it's a normal question nowadays asked to a builder, and everyone is aware what to take because there are a lot of legal people who are answering this. But again, if a question is asked about this thing, I would advise that you see that the building, the plan is sanctioned first of all, because there are many, even today in a city like Pune, many are buying in areas outskirts of Pune where there is not, the layout is not sanctioned. Gunthewari, not in Gunthewari is a regular thing, but there are many people who are buying unauthorized layouts. That is the biggest problem which the people are going to face. The Pune is said as the central point of education, but although this is there, people are not looking at the sanctioned layouts, they are not looking at the sanctioned plans, and they are investing like anything in the outskirts. In Pune city, I don't think people don't look at this, but in the outskirts, poor people do invest into such things. Then they again go into the loop as the land doesn't become in their name. There is a common satbara for that 11 people. Such things are happening there in Pune even today. But that common Sardara people say that my name is there under 7x12 extra. But even if you have that name, you cannot develop it individually. Even if you want to sell, you cannot sell it individually. That is the biggest loophole even today, which the construction industry, or rather the plotting area, what we say, is facing at present.
Okay, sir, as you mentioned, you are working on more than 3,000 crore projects. So your team must be big, and you are having a lot of partnerships. And how do you trust on the people which are already there? And what is your business company structure? Can you just elaborate that so that we can just get out?
Trust, you should never trust anyone, first of all, in business. See, when you come into trust, then you are having a team which are trusting you on your documents and purchasing flats with you. So you have, for taking care of these people, you have to scrutinize every partnerships. You have to scrutinize every working staff with you, whether he is qualified, whether he has provided all the proper documents, and whether he's got the will, whether he is diligently looking and working into his work.
Sir, so as we were talking, so can you just share one business lesson which you have accumulated in 20 years, which no school or university or colleges don't teach? Can you just make?
As I said earlier, business lesson is that look at the priorities of what you want and then get it properly documented. If you don't document it properly, then you cannot start up properly.
Okay, so can you just explain our users and us also what is your typical day of a businessman in real estate?
Yeah, typical day is just a routine one. I get up early in the morning, go for a brisk walk, then have a cup of tea, breakfast, and join my business at about 10 o'clock. Then we do usual office routine course, then go on for a site visit, visit all these corporations and all, because there I am in a dual capacity as an architect also, being V-Civil, we are doing architectural part of our own company. My elder son is also there with me for the architectural designings and plannings. Then routine site visits. Then in the evening we go in for the sales, and then the general legal teams and all, we discuss it, all the discussions, and about 7:30 we shut down.
Okay, so Yash also told me that Sunday is a family time, family day.
Yeah.
So how actually a businessman should manage his family and business? Can you please elaborate on that? Because nowadays businesses and businessmen are like.
एक जरा अर्धा ऐसा फोन करते जरा मीटिंग ऑफिस लाइन.
Nowadays businessmen are like, we should focus mainly on our business and family is their second or third priority. So what do you think about that? Is this view good?
See, it's a very difficult question to answer because both are important priorities. If you don't give time to your business, there is no growth. If you don't give time to your family, there is a failure in that also. So it's a very balancing act you have to play. Yeah, you have to keep Sundays for your family. Otherwise, there is no bonding left amongst yourself. And then you have to keep into your mind that if there are some important meetings on Sundays, you go in for the meeting, but then you later on allot some time to the family on other days too. That is the thing which should be followed, which is not followed usually because to say is very easy, but in practical life it's quite difficult.
So sir, how do you take a decision if you want to take it? What is your power to take a decision?
Decisions are taken after studying the projects properly, whether to go for the project, the feasibilities. We have two checks on it. One, either I ask my son Aditya to go through it and details go through the project, then I myself go to the detailed work, and then we have a discussion over it, and then we finalize projects.
Okay.
तो हमारे पास अभी अपने यश कोलते हैं जो नितिन सर के बेटे हैं, सेकंड सन। तो उनसे बात करते हैं थोड़ी सी इंटरव्यू में, थोड़ी सी उनसे बात करते हैं। आप थोड़ा सा आपके बारे में इंट्रोड्यूस करिए सर।
ओके, मैं यश नितिन कोलते हूँ। मैं अभी 3rd ईयर कर रहा हूँ सिम्बोसिस यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी में। अभी मैं यूथ कांग्रेस का जनरल सेक्रेटरी भी हूँ पुणे सिटी का। तो अभी चालू है, साइड बाय साइड मेरा एक कंपनी भी है, जैसे डैडी के साथ वर्क भी कर रहा हूँ, मेरे भी कुछ साइट्स चालू है।
ओके,
तो अपनी कंपनी का नाम बताओ।
कंपनी के बारे में बताओ, चलो लेट्स गो।
मेरी कंपनी का नाम बिग बिल्ड्स है। इट इज़ अ कोलते ग्रुप वेंचर, मतलब कोलते ग्रुप के नीचे ही आती है वो कंपनी। डैडी का भी उसमें थोड़ा हाथ है। जैसे कि मैं अभी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेता हूँ पेंटिंग के, ब्रिक वर्क के, पीसीसी के। अभी मेरा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट भी चालू है पुरंदर में, ज़्यादा नहीं है, वो 15 to 20 लाख का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है।
अभी आपके पापा से हमने बात की तो वो आपसे बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन रख रहे हैं कि ये तो आप उनकी एक्सपेक्टेशन बीट करने के लिए आप क्या सोच रहे हो, कैसे आप अप्रोच करोगे?
डैडी की एक्सपेक्टेशन मेरे से बस ये है कि पहले तुम्हारी कंपनी बड़ी करो, फिर आई टेक यू पार्ट ऑफ अ कोलते ग्रुप। तो वो जो है वो शेयर्स एक्सचेंज हो जाएगी, मतलब कोलते ग्रुप विल अक्वायर माय कंपनी।
तो अभी आपकी इंडिपेंडेंट कंपनी है?
मेरी इंडिपेंडेंट कंपनी, बस मैं मेरा नाम कोलते यूज करता हूँ क्योंकि उस हिसाब से मुझे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट भी मिल जाते हैं।
बराबर।
तो किसी को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेना हो तो कहाँ से कैसे आपको अप्रोच करें, और आप किस चीज में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डील्स करते हो?
मैं सिविल वर्क के सारे इसमें करता हूँ, जैसे कि रोड्स में, ड्रेनेज में, सिविल वर्क में, मतलब स्ट्रक्चर के, सुपर स्ट्रक्चर से सब स्ट्रक्चर सब करता हूँ।
तो जब कंपनी स्टार्ट की तो उससे पहले क्या आइडिया आया था आपको कि मतलब अब मेरे को मेरी कंपनी चालू करनी है बिग बिल्ड्स करके? तो क्या ऐसा सोचा आपके पापा ने फोर्स किया कि बेटा कर ही है?
एक्चुअली मेरे फैमिली का एक हेरिटेज है, मतलब वो उनके जो भी सन होंगे उनको बताते हैं कि आप खुद के पैर पे खड़े होने के लिए आपकी खुद की कंपनी स्टार्ट करो। अगर आप सक्सेसफुल हो जाओगे तो आपको हमारी कंपनी का पार्ट मिलेगा। तो सक्सेसफुल होना ही है, इसलिए तो कंपनी मैंने बना ही दी।
अभी देखो, आपने जो बोला है कि एक अब है कि नितिन सर से भी बात हुई तो ऑन कैमरा या फिर ऑफ कैमरा भी वो बहुत स्वीट और थोड़े से कस्टमर फेसिंग के लिए मैंने देखा कि वो थोड़े बहुत स्वीट और टू बी प्रिसाइज वो अच्छे स्पीकर है। तो जब वो बिहाइंड द सीन्स जब तुम्हारा एक्चुअल काम होता है तब कैसे होता है, मतलब एकदम रूथलेस लीडर जो ऐसा होता है वैसे
He is very strict about calculations. Like अगर कोई कुछ कैलकुलेशन हमको करना है, जैसे कि एक फॉर एग्जांपल हम पीसीसी लेते हैं, उसका एरिया कैलकुलेशन, उसमें कितना मटेरियल जाएगा, उनका कैलकुलेशन, फिर पेमेंट का शेड्यूल, स्लैब शेड्यूल, सब एकदम परफेक्ट चाहिए। अगर उधर हम परफेक्ट नहीं रहे तो पापा एकदम समझ लो आप।
अभी आपका भाई भी है तो आप दोनों में कैसा बनता है बिजनेस, क्योंकि यू आर इन सेम ग्रुप ओनली। तो आप पापा और भाई आप थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट जनरेशन के पड़ते हैं, आपके स्टाइल ऑफ वर्किंग अलग हो सकता है, भाई का थोड़ा अलग हो सकता है क्योंकि उन्होंने जल्दी स्टार्ट किया थोड़ा सा आपसे, और पापा का तो 20 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है। तो 3 डिफरेंट स्टाइल, 3 डिफरेंट पर्सन एक साथ जेल कैसे होते हो बिजनेस में?
पापा इज like only for us now because उनके पास बहुत सारे ये, अभी जब उनका दुबई का विजिट था तो उन्होंने भी कुछ नई टेक्नोलॉजी सीखा। जब भैया का भी कुछ दुबई का ये था टूर था, उन्होंने भी 2-3 चीजें नहीं सीखी। तो क्या होता है जब पापा एक प्लान वगैरह बनाते कि हमको ऐसा ऐसा कंस्ट्रक्शन करना है, तो वो जाता है भैया के पास, फिर वो रिफाइन होके आता है पापा की तरफ से, मतलब पापा भैया को देते कि इसमें कुछ रिफाइन और कुछ करना है का। तो हम क्या करते, तीनों जो पापा है, भैया है, मैं, तो ऐसे जो प्रोजेक्ट हम डिलीवर करते हैं दैट इज द मोस्ट रिफाइंड प्रोजेक्ट।
ओके।
तो वो मुझे छोटे छोटे काम रहते हैं, जैसे कि अभी कस्बा पेट में पापा ने बोला था कि 7th फ्लोर पे अपने को कैलकुलेशन करना है, तो वो थोड़ा सा मेरे तरफ से थोड़ा सा एक ये था।
तो अच्छा, लर्निंग के साथ साथ ग्रोथ भी होते जा रही है।
हाँ, ग्रोथ भी हो, मतलब एक्सपीरियंस जितना मिलेगा कंस्ट्रक्शन फील्ड में उतना।
तो अभी आपने बिग बिल्ड्स चालू की थी, तो आपके भैया ने भी उस टाइम पे कोई कंपनी चालू की?
हाँ, उसने एडकॉन्स नाम का कंपनी चालू किया था, वो अपना कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स के लिए। कॉन्ट्रैक्ट
कितने साल बड़े आपसे भैया आपके?
आई थिंक 7 to 8।
ओके। और हमारे सेम ही कॉलेज में पढ़े हो तो कुछ ऐसा है कि प्रेशर, क्योंकि फॉर व्यूअर्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, जो उनके भाई है उनका जो स्टार्टअप वाले इधर है तो उनकी कंपनी का नाम है, तो कुछ आपके ऊपर ऐसा अपने माइंडसेट पे रखा है कि यार उनका भी नाम है और उनकी कंपनी का भी नाम है स्टार्टअप वाले लिस्ट में, तो आपका भी नाम आना चाहिए वो लिस्ट पे, ऐसा कुछ?
लाइक मैं कभी भी कंपटीशन में घुसता नहीं, आई क्रिएट माई ओन कॉम्पिटिटर्स। सो मैं मेरा कंपनी बड़ा करता हूँ, फिर अगर किसी को मेरे साथ compete करना है तो आज, पर उस रैट रेस में घुसने का नहीं कभी भी। अगर जब आप उस रैट रेस में घुसोगे तब आपको प्रेशर आएगा, अरे यार ये इतना बड़ा हो गया, वो उतना बड़ा हो गया, फिर इसमें हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस कम हो जाता है, जेलेसी हो जाती है। तो उस कॉन्फिडेंस जब कम होता है तब हम गिव अप कर देते हैं, तो रैट रेस में घुसने का ही नहीं।
तो अभी पिक पिल्स चालू किया था तो इनिशियली कोई दिक्कत आई थी आपको?
दिक्कत आई थी, लाइक मेरा नाम थोड़ा सा नया था लोगों के लिए, तो लोग मेरे ऊपर विश्वास नहीं रखते थे। बट जब मैंने नीचे डाला कोलते ग्रुप वेंचर, तब मुझे सबसे पहले मतलब पेंटिंग का काम मिला धायरी में। वो एक 4 स्टोरी बिल्डिंग था, तो उन्होंने कोलते ग्रुप के नाम के हिसाब से मुझे काम दिया। फिर जैसे जैसे मेरा बिग बिल्ड्स नाम सुनते गए लोग, वैसे वैसे अभी वो विश्वास भी रखने, ठीक है ये भी एक कोलते ग्रुप का वेंचर है और खुद का भी कुछ तो है, तो उस हिसाब से अभी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स उसके बेसिस पे भी मुझे मिलते हैं।
तो फर्स्ट वाला जो आपको पेंटिंग वाला मिला था, तो उसका फंडिंग और रिसोर्स कैसे लाए थे आप?
सब मैन पावर सब मैन पावर मेरे हिसाब से लाई थी। जो रिसोर्सेज थे मतलब फंडिंग थे, अभी वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है। प्राइवेट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में कैसे होता है कि 10% पहले वो देते हैं लाइक काम चालू करने के लिए, फिर वो स्टेजेस वाइज स्लैब्स वाइज पेमेंट्स देते हैं। तो लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल 100% हम समझते हैं, ठीक है 100% एक पेमेंट आपको आने वाला है, उसमें से 10 to 15% आपका कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स का प्रॉफिट रहता है, बाकी सब 90% to 80% इसमें ही जाता है कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग में, जो आप साइट लेते हो उसमें। मैन पावर में गया, फिर मटेरियल में गया।
कितना परसेंट मैन पावर पे जाता है?
मैन पावर में अराउंड 40% जा सकता है।
तो आपका जो मैन पावर है आप उनको मतलब क्या मतलब रखते हो अलग से, या उनकी क्या क्या आप उनको सर्विसेज देते हो, या खाली पेमेंट ही होता है?
उनको सर्विसेज लाइक मॉर्निंग में आएंगे। एक्चुअली अभी मेरे कंपनी में भी मैं इतने कुछ सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड नहीं करता।
मैंने जनरली कंस्ट्रक्शन में बात करें तो
ओवरऑल कंस्ट्रक्शन रियल एस्टेट में
कैसा आपको पापा उन्होंने बताया, पूछना चाहेंगे?
देखो अपने कंस्ट्रक्शन ग्रुप में एक साल में एक टूर रहती इनकी क्या बोलते हैं वर्कर्स की, बस उतना ही हम प्रोवाइड करते हैं, बाकी सब पेमेंट शेड्यूल पे ही रहता है।
ओके। तो इतने सालों से पुणे में रह रहा है, आपका फैमिली कंस्ट्रक्शन का है, तो अभी आपको आइडियली कौन सा लगता है कि पुणे में अगर कोई बैचलर आ रहा है तो उसे जाकर उधर एक फ्लैट लेना चाहिए या फिर कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट करना है किसी को, तो उस एरिया में जाकर करा जाए? अभी आउटस्कर्ट्स में बानेर है, हिंजेवाड़ी है, वाकड़ है, सब आउटस्कर्ट्स हो गए। पुणे तो जैसे कर्वे नगर, वाघोली, कोथ रोड, ये सब तो कौन सा ऐसा जगह की जहाँ आइडियली अपने को पैसा रिटर्न्स आरओआई बहुत ज्यादा मिलेगा?
आरओआई लाइक कोथरूड, कर्वे नगर, डेक्कन, प्रभात रोड,
यानी जो मेन सिटी वाला एरिया वहीं
हाँ वही मिलेगा। और ज्यादा अगर आप एक बैचलर अगर बाहर से आया है और उसको खुद का कंस्ट्रक्शन करना है, तो जो फेमस कॉलेजेस है उनके नियर बाय में आप पीजी डाल सकते हो।
अभी देखो, अभी ये सर ने भी बोला था एजुकेशन जब तक कंप्लीट नहीं होता तब तक पूरा बिजनेस का नहीं देंगे, काम नहीं देंगे। तो आपका एजुकेशन खत्म होने के बाद आपके एक्सपेक्टेशंस क्या है कि ये होना चाहिए फ्रॉम योर फादर एंड योर एल्डर ब्रदर?
लाइक आफ्टर जब मुझे डिग्री मिल जाएगी तो उसके बाद आई थिंक इन कमिंग 2 to 4 years वो मुझे कंपनी का तो पार्ट शेयर्स देंगे, पर मुझे उनके तरफ से क्या चाहिए कि अभी जो नए साइट्स आने वाले, तो वो जो उनका सब लाइक प्रेजेंटेशन वगैरह जो कुछ होगा उसको उन्होंने मुझे उनमें इन्वॉल्व करना चाहिए। क्योंकि जब हम प्रेजेंटेशन देते हैं हम डायरेक्ट, अभी हमारे कंपनी का एक रूल है, हम कभी भी हमारे एग्जीक्यूटिव को या फिर किसी भी पर्सन को डायरेक्ट इनसे नहीं मिलाते जो ओनर्स वगैरह रहते हैं। जैसे कि अभी रीडेवलपमेंट करते हैं तो डायरेक्ट कस्टमर से वो मिलते हैं, हम ओनर जाते हैं, क्योंकि हमको वो एक कस्टमर का रिलेशन बिल्ड करना है ओनर के थ्रू, क्योंकि उनको ट्रस्ट बैठता है ओनर पे। अगर हम हमारे कंपनी का एग्जीक्यूटिव भेजते तो उनको उतना कुछ समझ में आता नहीं, तो मुझे उसमें इन्वॉल्वमेंट चाहिए।
अभी कोई नया बंदा कुछ करना चाहता है फ्लैट में, उसे कौन से टर्म्स है जो उसे जानने जरूरी है?
रियल एस्टेट के टर्म्स
जो उसको जानने जरूरी है, उस पर फोकस करना जरूरी है, अंधाधुंध जाकर इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं करनी है।
अगर उसको नया फ्लैट लेना है तो
फ्लैट लेना है, हाँ।
देखो दो चीजें, एक तो वो
फ्लैट
या
asset,
फिर कुछ एसेट लेना है उस हिसाब से, और एक है जिसको एक रियल एस्टेट कंपनी ही चालू करनी। तो इन दोनों के लिए बताओ कि
फर्स्ट अगर किसी को फ्लैट लेना होगा या फिर कुछ जगह लेना होगा तो उसका टाइटल क्लियर है कि नहीं वो चेक करो, किसी के लिटिगेशन है क्या नहीं वो चेक करो, क्योंकि वो बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम आता है बाद में।
कैसे चेक करते हैं लिटिगेशन?
वो आप साइट पे चेक कर सकते हैं, गवर्नमेंट का वो, हाँ, उनका एक साइट रहता है, आप उन पे ऊपर चेक कर सकते हैं। आपके कुछ पब्लिक एजेंट्स भी रहते हैं, वो भी आपको हेल्प करेंगे उसमें। और अगर आप चेक करेंगे तो 7/12 और फेरफार, ये जो होता है दो चीजें, ये बहुत मायने रखती है। अगर आपको ये लेना है, जगह लेना है, उनके ऊपर पूरा मेंशन रहता है, पूरा हिस्ट्री प्रॉपर्टी का, प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड भी रहता है, उसके ऊपर पूरा प्रॉपर्टी का हिस्ट्री। मतलब अगर आपके परदादा भी उन्होंने वो प्लॉट लिया तो उनका भी नाम उधर होगा।
ओके।
और अगर किसी का उधर उसके ऊपर केस भी चालू होगा तो उधर एक नंबर आता है, वो बस अपने को वो लॉ के साइट पे डालने का रहता है। वो डाला तो वो जगह पे क्या केस चालू है, किसका लिटिगेशन चालू है, किसका नाम आ रहा है, ये सब डिटेल्स मिल जाए, वो केस कितने साल से चालू है, ये सब आपको
अब
देख
हो
सकते
गया
हैं।
लिटिगेशन।
हाँ।
दूसरी कोई और?
दूसरा अगर वो 7/12 अगर ऑन साइट मेंशन्ड है कि नाला जा रहा है जगह के ऊपर से, तो वो एक मेंशन देखो, क्योंकि कैसा है अगर नाला गया तो अपने को लाइक डीलर बताते हैं कि नाला नहीं है, नाला नहीं है, 10 साल बाद के आने वाले हैं, आप अभी साइड बांधा तो आपको बहुत रिटर्न्स मिलेगी। पर नाला को एक स्पेसिफिक क्लॉज है कि अपने को 3 मीटर छोड़ना पड़ता है, 3 से 2 मीटर छोड़ना पड़ता है, उसके बाद ही हम साइड बांधा। अगर बीच में से नाला गया तो हमारा प्रॉफिट रिटर्न नहीं मिलेगा जो हमने इन्वेस्ट किया लैंड में इतना।
ओके।
तो ये दो चीजें ही देखनी,
दो चीजें, 2-3 चीजें हैं। अब ये जो सब मैंने बताया है वो बहुत मायने रखती है। बाकी के वही है पर्सपेक्टिव की, जैसे कि किधर जगह है, एरिया कैसा है, लोकेशन कैसा है।
एक और चीज अभी सर ने, नितिन सर ने भी बोला था, उनका एक विजन था कि अफोर्डेबल हाउसिंग और इसके ऊपर काम करना। तो जब तुम या फिर तुम्हारा भाई जब काम करे तो तेरा विजन क्या है, मतलब एज अ पर्सन की यश कोलते इसको खुद के कंपनी या फिर ये कंपनी में भी क्या विजन लेके चल रहा है? क्योंकि पापा का विजन है अफोर्डेबल हाउसिंग, तेरा कमर्शियल में हो सकता है, यू कैन गो विद डिफरेंट थिंग। तो तेरा विजन क्या कि कैसा बनाना है ग्रुप को इन 10 इयर्स और 20 इयर्स?
अभी ग्रुप अफोर्डेबल हाउसिंग में है, लग्जरियस प्रोजेक्ट्स में भी है, लाइक ये जो कोलते ग्रुप है वो तीनों चीजें में है, फॉर हायर क्लास, मिडिल क्लास, लोअर कास्ट। अभी मुझे एक प्रीमियम स्पेसेस बनाना है, वो मुझे आउटपुट मेरे ग्रुप से चेक चाहिए। जैसे कि अंकल ने, मतलब मेरे पिताश्री ने बोला था कि उनको अफोर्डेबल हाउसिंग में 1500 यूनिट्स डिलीवर करने हैं, वैसे मुझे एक प्रीमियम क्लास एक बनाना है।
ओके। कुछ पूछना है?
एक लास्ट मैसेज कोई देना चाहो जो अभी 21-22 साल के होने वाले हैं, हमारे जैसे 20-20 साल के हैं तो?
नहीं, अभी क्या है, आपको मैसेज देना मतलब मैं खुद को ये करूंगा।
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, मैं आपको मैसेज क्यों देने के लिए बोल रहा था, क्योंकि इतने अर्ली यंग स्टेज पे आपने ऑलरेडी बिजनेस ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट किया है और आप ऑलरेडी कॉलेज में भी है और कॉलेज के साथ साथ बिजनेस का काम करते हैं और ऑलरेडी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लिए है आपने। और तो एक है जो जिसको स्टार्ट करना है खुद का और अभी आपके ही उम्र का है, तो वो फैमिली के साथ कैसे बताए कि बाबा मुझे स्टार्ट करना है, मुझे अपना काम करने के लिए थोड़ा टाइम दो।
घर जाके मम्मी को क्या बोलूं?
हाँ, घर जाके क्या बोलूं मम्मी को?
एक्चुअली जो आपके फैमिली टाइमिंग्स है, जैसे कि कुछ फैमिली के टाइम रहते कि 10 के पहले घर आओ, वो आप, हाँ मतलब मेरे भी है, तो आप 10 के पहले घर जाने चाहिए। ऐसे आप कौन से काम लो, मतलब आप जैसे कि आप बोले जो कॉलेज भी कर रहे हैं उनको काम भी करना है, ठीक है, दोनों एक कंपनी भी स्टार्ट करना है और कॉलेज भी करना है, तो आपको टाइम मैनेजमेंट बहुत परफेक्टली आना चाहिए। मतलब आपको सुबह से कितना 8 से 4 कॉलेज है, तो अगर आप कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग चालू करना चाहिए तो मीटिंग्स आप शेड्यूल करो सैटरडे को तो आपको छुट्टियां रहती है, सैटरडे को आप ये करो, मीटिंग्स वगैरह करो साइट्स के, और उनका जो प्रोसेसिंग है साइट पे लगा दो साइट मैनेजर, उनको कुछ अपने को साइट पे मतलब 1 घंटे के लिए विजिट के लिए जाना पड़ता है। अगर अभी मुझे सिविल का पता है इसलिए मैं सिविल का बता रहा हूँ, कंप्यूटर का मुझे पता नहीं। मैं दिन में क्या करता हूँ, 8 से 4 कॉलेज करता हूँ, फिर साइट पे जाता हूँ 4 से 5 के बीच में, साइट के जाने के बाद घर जाता हूँ, अपने फिर जिम वगैरह करता हूँ, उसके बाद मम्मी जैसा बोले 8 के पहले घर आओ, 10 के पहले घर आओ, वैसे घर जाता हूँ।
एग्जॉस्ट नहीं होना है।
हाँ, एग्जॉस्ट नहीं होना है, टाइम मैनेजमेंट आपको आना चाहिए।
ओके।
हेलो, We are Kolte Developers. We have got an upcoming project of residential in Bibewadi area in Pune city. It is around about 30,000 square feet. If interested any, please contact us on our website www.koltedevelopers.com and our email ID koltedeveloper@gmail.com. Thank you.
तो हमारे पास अभी अपने नितिन सर के ओल्डर बच्चे हैं तो एलिसन so let's start with the podcast with him so can you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Mr. Aditya Nitin Kolte. I'm first elder son of Mr. Nitin Kolte, the founder and chairman of Kolte Developers and pioneer of construction industry in Kolte family.
So let's talk about your childhood or the things which made you here.
Basically, I witnessed all the Bhumi Pujan or foundation laying, stone laying ceremonies, and I witnessed all the sites that Dad had performed and executed during his career. I witnessed the site in way back in 1999.
Okay.
Even for the foundation stone laying ceremony. So उसी दिन से मेरा fascination था towards civil and towards the construction industry.
Okay.
And पापा ने चालू किया है तो वो और एक fascination था to execute his dreams, to support him in his dreams and in his projects and everything.
Okay.
So that was one of the background.
Okay. So as you said, you're also educated in B.Tech from Symbiosis.
Yeah.
So as sir also said, ki education is pioneer in this industry.
Yes.
So as you are from different generation, you can say there is a different generation, different style of working.
Yes.
So how do you gel up with their working, and what are the differences which you see of your generation constructions which are going on and that going in that generation?
Frankly, Dad copes up with the current generation. He is very active through the social media and through internet or other seminars and conferences. So there is no any problem till date. Touch wood, there is no any problem till date between us for the communication to gel up with the his mindset and my mindset, or the to bridge that generation gap which you just specified.
Yes.
So there is we are more like friends than being a father-son relation. So, but yeah, when it comes to the business, I learned many more things from him, like from basics to the end. Still, I am learning. Means it's a never-ending process because he has got a vast experience, right from basic level contracting or basic level site execution and erection of site and handovers to a mass level construction and negotiations and dealings and how we should grab the profits also, and how to maintain the relations with each and every not only vendors, with each and every part who is the part of that site.
Can you just explain the structure of your group, or what all things are there in your group?
Basically, our group is full of construction and construction related activities, from scratch, like consultancy firms, then builder firm, construction firm, then contractor firm which erects the construction work, which helps out in the construction process, construction management, everything. So it is like we have multiple heads which we need. And we also provide these services for external people, or so means all these services are available for our projects, our sites, and apart from that it is available for any new person also, but it is on chargeable basis.
Okay. So you mentioned you had started your first venture, so can you talk about that venture and what was your first project? how you dealt with the problems or the first problems, as it was your first venture and you were, I believe you were not that
Not that up to the mark
up
of
to the mark,
capable.
because you have seen your father, there were different struggles which you might have
Yes,
faced
yes.
because it was a new venture.
Yes.
So can you talk about that?
Basically, what happened, dad didn't give me this seat directly. Yeah, to be frank enough,
He mentioned because he
Yeah.
told ki I want my two sons to start their own business,
Yes.
and then we will talk about that.
I'm glad that I earned this seat, this chair, on myself. So my first work was like I took a painting contract of my friend's flat.
Okay.
And that too, it was not because of my friend. He knew that I had done civil engineering, but he also asked me that how do you work, do you have everything. And so my first work was that painting contract. It was merely about of 25,000 rupees total, 1 BHK painting, nothing else.
Okay.
And I didn't knew the types of paints, means
Oh.
what all types of paints there are. Like there can be an oil borne paint, dry distemper, luster, royal. There are many types of paints. So I didn't knew even that also. But I just learned through the process. I learned through the market. I inquired what is the cost of the paint, what is the rate I should quote. I went through the paint shops. I met different painters, the labor. So it was my task to procure all the things, the labor, the materials like we need ladders and the brushes to paint the walls and the roofs. So it was a challenging thing for me because I was doing it for the first time, the first work of my life, and to fill the cracks and everything. So it was I enjoyed that challenge. I earned a few amount from that, but it was not at all a whooping profit. But how to negotiate, what should be the rate?
Main skills you got from that.
Yeah, I just learned the skills from my dad, and I implemented those skills over there. That how to negotiate with the painter, how to negotiate with the material supplier, how to negotiate with the person who is giving us the contract. So to balance it out, that is the first thing.
Okay.
Now if you are giving me a contract, you shouldn't feel like अरे आदित्य ने तो मुझे लूट लिया. ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए ना. See, out of friendship or out of relation you will give me the contract, but I am not the only one person who is in the market.
Right.
You have got many other options also, na?
Right.
So what do you think? Experience matters or books matters?
Experience matters a lot rather than books. Books is like, to be frank enough, if you want to do a job or a job oriented or a consultancy firm, then for that books matters a lot than experience. But in that also experience matters, because only that person can give guidance who has experienced everything. So a win-win situation for me is like books and experience.
Okay.
Because if you don't have knowledge, you can't experiment, you can't implement. So it is zero. Then you are like, you'll start from zero or minus, then you have to come to zero and then exceed.
Yeah. So talking about, you are now in that Kolte Development only.
Yeah.
So what all things you do and what all things you have delivered till date? Can you just tell me about it?
Yeah, till date I have delivered many works. I have delivered many sites. So apart from that, I have delivered one contract in Pirangut. It was a contract of architectural college, and it was around about total civil work of around about 35,000 square feet, including the RCC, brickwork, finishing.
So what was the
walls.
cost of that project overall?
It was around about costing somewhere around about 45-50 lakhs.
Okay.
So it was pending for many days for negotiations, but still we there were many competitors with us. We were newbies for them,
Okay.
and still we backed the contract. We had the contract, not at all compromising with the quality of the work. means it was up to the mark and rather more than up to the mark, more than expected. And there was a challenging thing that we had to create. We had to build 15 vertical compartments, which were comprising of 2.5 inch thick of kadapa slab. It was like the weight of that slab was huge, heavy. It was 7 feet in length and 2.5 feet in breadth, and it was 2 inches thick. So it's a huge stone which we had to pull up till 15 feet up.
Okay.
So we had to erect such mandanis.
Okay.
It is called. It is a cupboard.
Okay.
So we had to erect such 15 cupboards.
So as you mentioned about building negotiations or building relations with your customers as well as vendors. So if somebody wants to start a new business, or let's say it is your brother who is also starting his business, so he's already started.
Yeah.
So what all suggestions would you give to him or other users who are seeing you in real estate? Ki how should one negotiate with his clients as well as his vendors?
First thing is that any person who is starting this business, my dad gave me a few advice when I just entered the business. He said that your intention, your honesty, and your imagination, it matters a lot.
Okay.
So first you have to imagine what you are going to do. Then you should be ready with your intention and then honesty. So if intention, honesty and imagination is clear and if it is straightforward, then there is no failure.
Okay.
Failure in the terms of, there can be a failure or there can be ups and downs in terms of say cash generation or profit booking or bagging the contract or bagging that work order. There can be ups and downs, but you will always learn from that experience.
I have asked that same question to your father.
Yeah.
How do you define your failure?
I define my failure as my experience. There can be backstabbing also. There can be some loose talking.
Yeah,
or there
he
can
also mentioned that I don't even trust anybody, even if it is you also.
Yeah.
He makes sure that he also revisits that legal
Yes. For these things, I don't trust my dad, and dad also doesn't trust me.
Yeah.
It is my personal touch in each and everything. That's why today where I am sitting, I am there, stable and very sound and also expanding day by day.
Okay, so talking about you now, let's go on for marketing and sales of your company.
Yes.
So, what are the strategies which you go for marketing or for the sales, and what are the things you think the user or the viewer should listen on or think about marketing and sales about real estate?
Marketing and sales is totally a different gimmick. If we classify it from project to project or from location to location, there are many and various points. Right now the market is towards the west zone. Basically from the day one it was towards the west zone because of the Mumbai connectivity, the international airport and the ports and shipping and everything is towards that side. So but yeah, we have got challenges. We are executing projects in east, in the south also, and also we are executing the projects in the hardcore city, that is the Pet areas, the old city of the Pune. So marketing perspective is like you should know the exact requirement of the customer, like where you are proposing the project. You should be well versed with the market and the exact customer requirement over there in that area, and you should, if that cracks, then you have got everything in a good manner.
So there might be some dream project of yours, and if there is, then how much it should cost?
Actually, this is what my dad told me, that you shouldn't tell your dreams till you step towards those things.
Okay,
so I can't reveal my dreams. But yeah,
Okay, you can't tell your dream, but what could it be costing? Like, what should it costs.
Let's say let's not get into it, but we can frame it more better like your father's main goal or main motive was to get affordable homes. Your brother said that he wants to get in luxurious apartments and luxury things. So what is your goal? What are you aiming for in this business?
See, you can't target any one thing. If you target one thing, then eventually you are going to fail.
Okay.
Like to sustain in the market. Like if we go to a shopkeeper, अगर हम किसी किराने माल के स्टोर में जाएंगे, so we get milk over there. Diversification is required. So we can target from luxury to basic affordability also.
Okay.
To keep that, right now we are executing.
So basically, you are acting as a bridge between your brother and
As it is, I'm in the middle of them. So it's better to be a bridge between each and
that is
every
good
person.
for everybody, man. It keeps a bridge between family also and business also.
Yes. It maintains the balance between the family and the business also and the market also. So basically, basically you should have various products. We are having affordable products also. We are having semi-luxury or medium scale products also, and we are also having the luxury products also. Right now, I have 2 schemes in Bibewadi. One is we are launching right now, and the second one has a little bit time to launch.
Okay.
But we have variation over there also. In that also, the second one is a bigger project. We have variation from 2 BHK to 5 BHK also. So it varies from the individual perspectives and individual pockets also.
Okay.
How much affordable I have.
So actually, Nitin sir also said that his first venture, when he started, he had some friends or some founders or something like that. Illegal thing was there, and also when we asked him that whether you got the capital yourself or it was taken as a loan. So he said no, not both. Actually, I had raised money from the market. So for your first venture, how did you raise the capital, or what was the thing which you went?
I raised the venture or the money from the market itself, like regeneration of the amount from the market.
Okay.
Like I bagged my first as a project as a builder in 2023.
Okay.
I just signed it, and I generated the cash flow from that only. So and those were the skills which I learned through my father, because of his guidance, which I just saw for many years how he is negotiating. I used to attend a few meetings whenever it was possible in my school days, in my childhood. So from that I could learn those things, and you need to have a set of skills, and you need to identify it, how to generate the amounts, generate the money.
So as you
generate the
mentioned,
cash
you
flow.
need that negotiation skills or raising money. It is also a skill.
It
Because
is a skill.
nobody can trust anybody. So
Yes,
if it is a VC or some fund manager or anyone who has a funds, so how do you really impress him, or how do you make sure that he comes on this project? If somebody is viewing, he's into the real estate, he wants to convince someone to make a funding or real estate funding is there. So how do he convinces VC or something like that, if you want to tell?
The first thing is that many funders don't trust builders. This is not for today. This is for years and years. It's since my dad's childhood. I must say, or before that also. That this industry is tabooed by no one trusts builders. He is like, he'll cheat you, so never lend him money.
Right.
So there are many problems faced by builders whose project is scrapped because of cash crunch, because of lack in cash flow. Can't generate the cash flow. Many builders have gone bankrupt, and they have been destroyed, and there are many cases pending for them also.
Right.
So you should always balance it out. Second thing, when it comes about generating the cash, then you should know where to dilute what, where to dilute which equity, where to dilute where to play which card, and you should know how to make the deal in your favor.
Okay.
You should what you are offering that person, that investor or that venture capitalist. It matters a lot. You should know what all practices are there in the market, and then you should think. You should ask the experts. It's better you take a few days, few time to work on all these things and then propose it.
As you mentioned about bankruptcies and all that thing, so are you designed your group as well for bankruptcy proof or something like that? Because as you mentioned, crunch of cash is the main reason behind the bankruptcy and the project's halting. So how do you make sure that your group or your development company is bankruptcy proof, or something like it does not get cash crunch for the projects which are already going? As your father also mentioned, around more than 3,000 crore projects are already being on roll.
Onward.
So how do you make sure that, as it is so big, so how do you make sure that all the crunches are already taken care of? So how it is?
That is the basic thing, that what product you are launching in the market. It matters a lot. Second thing, the trust. There should be trust between you and your investors. If the trust is built, then he won't stop you anywhere, and he or she, irrespective of that, that funder won't stop you from funding. See, the real estate business is like you need always money for this business, and someday or the other day you will be shortfall of the funds in this business, because there is a whooping expenses in this business, and you need to raise the construction work, you need to erect it, you need to give it a speed and with the quality.
Yeah.
You can't hamper the quality of the construction work. Right from basic erection of walls or brickwork or the plaster of it to the finishing parts. There are very minute details in that.
Yeah.
So you should be perfect in that. And if your product is a good product, then the market will take it, raise it towards the skies, and then it's easy for you to sell out. And see, I haven't seen the future. I can't predict the future also. So, touch wood, there is no problem till date.
Yeah.
And your deeds should
But are
be
you
good.
working on something system, or what is your system currently? Or let's frame it like this. Your father is working from 20 years. So he has a basic principles, basic system, and his system might work differently than you.
Yes.
Your system might be different, like approach towards any project or anything might be different.
Yes.
So how do you get with that?
Yeah, you are correct. My approach is a little bit different. He is a calm person because he is being seasoned in this this industry. But my approach is a little bit aggressive. Like, aggression in what manner? Aggression in bagging the deal, in cracking the deal, in taking the project. In that way, my aggression is there. Or in acquisition of the lands or execution of the work. But sometimes there can be a situation where your temperament gets weak and you lose your temperament. So in that case, you should remain calm. And this is what I learned from my dad. He is very calm. He knows how to handle any tricky situation. He's very calm.
So, what is the one lesson from public life that you believe every young leader in India must or needs to understand before they enter the world?
Before they enter the
real estate world.
Trust.
Okay.
Trust and intention. These two things matter a lot in real estate. If a person is having I am having huge pockets and my intention is bad now, I am going to in the end I am going to fail in that project.
Right.
But if I don't have money and my intention is clear and I am a trustworthy person, then God raises you.
Yeah.
The public supports you, everyone supports you.
So
Odds are changed into evens.
So what is the one advice that everyone should ignore?
should ignore?
Given by a society or
Anyone, well, what is the one advice that you should ignore it, not follow it?
There is many backbitching, many backbitchers. Don't pay attention to it. It distracts you a lot.
Yeah.
Stay calm, stay focused on your goal. There are many distractions in this manner.
Okay.
Don't pay attention.
So talking about your
Take it in another way.
Challenge.
Yeah, take it in challenge. Think like that. You are that much capable that a few people are just talking about you. So it's a feather in cap for you.
Yeah. So talking about your political thing. So can you please elaborate about politics?
I joined politics in 2023. I became the General Secretary of NCP Youth Wing Pune City. And from that day, I'm into politics. Basically, the idea was of following the principles of Gandhiji. Nehruji, Gandhiji, and that the secularism which there is in India, which is mentioned in the constitution, to follow those paths. So I entered the politics. That as a human being, as a citizen of India, it is my liability to give back something to the society, a good thing to the society, and nothing about the fame and ups and only positives or raising things. There can be a failures in this also, but give it a try. Someday or the other day you will succeed.
Yeah.
Is India becoming a better or a harder place to build a business, like in real estate?
To be frank enough, taxation is creating a big problem in India. That's why Dubai real estate is booming as compared to India. Means, frankly, if you compare Dubai with Mumbai, then houses or the real estate is more cheaper than Mumbai in Dubai. That doesn't mean that there is no cost, land cost or construction cost is very less in Dubai. Actually, Dubai in Dubai construction cost is higher than Mumbai, but just because of taxation and free trade policies, there is a very lucrative proposal for real estate in Dubai as compared to India or Mumbai.
Taxation is a factor.
Yeah, taxation is a huge factor. If I'm taking a contract, government asks me to pay 18% GST on that contract. If I'm a real estate, I'm a builder, I have to pay bare minimum 5% on any agreement value or 12% on any commercial agreement value.
Okay.
So that's a major problem.
If given power, extensively power in real estate, you are a politician, you are given a full eternity to change whatever you want in real estate. So what all the rules or regulations you want to be changed, which are in favor of customers as well as real estate developers, which are not right now?
Now, this taxation part is the major part I would suggest.
Okay.
And second thing is that the implementation of policies or the hurdles which a developer or a common person faces when he goes to a government office.
Okay. Compliance.
Yeah, compliance part. The government should ease it out. It should be more customer oriented and more. You should have. They should take the feedbacks from the customer. Like customer in this case is the any end user.
Yeah.
Any service provider is the customer for the government. So government should take it seriously that the suggestions given by the end user or the person, they matter a lot. You can't just play on a single file for months and years.
I have a little curiosity about PM Awas Yojana. So what is a PM Awas Yojana and how do it work?
It is a Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, that is affordable housing scheme for all. It like from the low income group till high income group.
Okay.
It is so you in that you provide the homes to each and every sector or each and every income group in the society.
Okay.
And with good facilities, with good amenities in those areas, like from drinking water to open spaces, parks, jogging tracks, cycle tracks, lifestyle amenities also.
Yeah.
And also some workstations or workplaces, so that those people living in such townships or such projects, their offices will be nearby. So the concept of this is that to decongest the urban areas, to decongest,
create a township.
to create a township. The main purpose is to decongest the core city areas, so that all the facilities which are natural facilities or other facilities also are distributed equally between the citizens of this
I have
country.
also heard that if woman takes a flat on her name, then there are several good factors or you get a benefit. So what are the benefits?
You get a benefit in the stamp duty and registration charges. There is a discount on those things also, that if a woman is purchasing a unit, then I guess the government charges 5 or 6%. So 1 to 2% is the discount which is given by the government to promote the sale of the homes and all those things. It is age old. This is a thing is being carried right from generations to generation, that a woman takes a good care of a home. So to promote, and second thing, to promote the female factor in real estate, or to promote them in the money matters, this is required, and it is a good initiative started by the government, and it has boosted a lot.
Okay. So you have a system which you are working on.
Yes.
So if something happens in your core leadership, so they are not here. For example, you Yash and Nitin sir are not living here. You are in different Dubai or something. Right? So is your business linked with you as a founder? Dependencies there, or what are the structural changes you have implemented here?
No, it is not dependency. The work goes on, and the most important thing is that we plan our trips or we plan our vacations in such a manner that any one person is available here. Because the real estate business is like personal touch is required.
Yeah.
You are creating homes, you are creating offices. So I need to imagine that how will I live in this flat, or how will I work in this commercial property. So if I imagine that, then only I can just make it a perfect thing.
Yeah.
So what would you want buyers and public to understand about your work?
A tough question for me. The buyers are very cooperative. And buyers are very
So if
cooperative.
we little bit turn the question, so what is the biggest myth people have about the real estate developers?
What is the
biggest myth?
biggest myth the buyers or the consumers have is that builder is not a trustworthy person, or builder is वो आपको किधर ना किधर तो फंसाएगा ही, या चुना लगाएगा.
That is because of the social media, like
No, that is not because of the social media. The cases have happened in early ages, like in 70s, 80s, in Pune also, in Mumbai also. In Mumbai it has been a lot as compared to Pune, because it's a financial capital of Maharashtra, of India, and it is the capital of Maharashtra. So yeah, many people have faced problems because of builders just misleading them and giving them a bad experience. Like right now I am into redevelopment of the societies. I am facing those challenges. I see that I just can't imagine that how, at what extent that builder has cheated that home buyer. It's
One
like
question for you,
Yes.
as I have seen it very relevant that almost all politicians who are there, who are also seasoned in the politics, also have a real estate branch.
yes.
So how this works, equation works, because I have seen this very often that a real estate person goes in politics or has a political connect, or a politician himself has a right hand or something like that who has a builder type of. So
Basically, the thing is that you need to take the permissions from the government.
Yeah.
It can be a local governing authority like the corporations, or it can be a state government or national union central government also. So for that you need to have contacts and connects in the bureaucracy also, and in with politicians also, to get the permissions as early as possible.
Okay.
And why they are interlinked, for that you will have to become a politician. Then and then only you will understand.
Okay. So can you just see, as you are in building and all this, so what is the future of real estate in Pune or in Mumbai? Is there any difference in metro cities and tier 2 or tier 3 cities which is seen?
Yeah, there is vast difference in Mumbai, Pune also, or rather in tier 1 and tier 2, tier 3 also. Real estate is booming in Mumbai, Pune, both the cities. More of Pune, I'll just speak out.
Yeah.
In Pune, real estate is always booming. Right now, UDCPR has been implemented for PMRDA region also, and in the various infrastructure projects in suburbs of Pune, like MSRDC Ring Road, then PMRDA Ring Road, then the metro connectivity are taking place, and the execution has already been started. So Pune is booming like anything. There is a very good ecosystem in Pune district. First thing is that you don't need to pump the water to utilize. The water is flowing naturally with the gravity. So industries are booming in Pune because of that. You have got many MIDCs in Pune and around Pune because of ample availability of water, ample availability of land with natural resources. So even the groundwater table is very good in Pune because of the connectivity of rivers throughout the district. Second thing is that it is near to the Mumbai, near to the JNPT port. So the supply chain is very proper from here to the port, connectivity wise. And third thing is the vendor system. So this is also very well worth with the all the industries, and that is why the real estate industry is booming. Like there are multiple warehouses available, you have got multiple options, you have got because of warehousing, the labor is coming in Pune. Any means skilled, unskilled, for construction industry, for other industries also it is coming. There are IT industries, so IT software engineers are
actually
also.
My next question was going to be there only. As AI is booming, we need data centers, and government has given, I think there is tax 7 is being created for data center, real estate data center.
Yes.
So are you planning for building something in future for the same real estate?
Yes, right now government has started a vast and big project in Navi Mumbai to create data centers, and they have approached various builders over there like Lodha, Hiranandani, and other big rich people or investors like Ambani and Adani also. They are planning a huge project of data center, but the major thing for that is the water requirement. So as compared to Pune district, water available in Navi Mumbai is less, and for that they have to use sewage. They are proposing to use the sewage water to just purify and reuse it, right? Like reuse, recycle and regenerate. It is like that. So to cool down those servers and those to cool down the temperatures generated by the data centers, we are also planning for that. But for that you should have a good approach, and first thing is that the connectivity, then the availability of land, and third is availability of finance, and then the availability of
human resource.
not human resource, the buyer or the end consumer, that who is going to run that data center is the most important thing.
One last advice for the viewers, like who are coming in real estate or generally any person.
Just enter the ocean.
Path will be fine.
You'll make your path.
Yeah, because this is a big industry and running for decades.
It's running for decades.
One of the first industries which
This is the hardcore, basically civil, mechanical. These are the hardcore engineering faculties or the engineering streams which were since the inception of the human being.
I have heard that the civil engineer or the civil engineering cannot be replaced by technology.
Yeah, it can't be replaced by technology. There are changes in technology, like first we used to be the wall thickness was 9 inches and it used to go till 12 inches, a foot. It was a load bearing structure. Then it was replaced by RCC framed structure, in which there is a grid of beams and columns and slabs. Now it is replacing again by load bearing structure, but also in a better way, in such a better way that the walls are also being replaced, the bricks in the walls are being replaced by the RCC structure. So it is giving a speed. It is called as aluform work. The shuttering is being provided, and you just pour the concrete and you just lay the reinforcement, the steel in it, and the wall is erected. So it gives a speed, it gives a curing time to that. But slowly there is a change in the technology, but there is not a vast change in
Okay.
Technology will be helping, but not be replacing.
But
Yeah, it can't.
as you are
There's no
running-
replacement in this field, because you need the labor and you need the personal, the
Correct.
person touch, the human touch for that thing.
Okay, so as you are working here, so what all things you think can be replaced or can be automated or something like you are facing right now? For example, something is taking 5 days and it is taking about 2,000 rupees, for example. So it can be reduced down using technology or AI to 3 days to 200 rupees or something which you think can be replaced or needs to be replaced or changed.
Cost cutting is a different part, but what you asked is that there should be a proper communication between the site and the head office. Like this particular thing is observed in placing the order of the material. Like the site engineer, the junior engineer on the site who are deployed on the site, they should properly communicate with the head office so that they can, or the purchase team, so that they can place the order. For that you can utilize the softwares and update those things in two manner. First is to keep the records and to keep the exact quantity records of the available material with you on site. Second thing is to place the purchase order which you have a shortfall of. So
Okay.
this communication can be bridged by the way of softwares
Okay.
also.
So for right now, are you using something like this for your use case?
Right now I am not using all these things, but for vast projects, when the scaling is upscaling is done, then I'll have to use these
Okay.
projects. Third thing is that technology, which the government has also started, but we have drones in the market.
Yeah.
And we have old maps of each and every village in which each and every gut number is earmarked in that. So to ease out the survey, government survey, we can utilize the drones also, which right now agriculture industry is utilizing for spraying of fertilizers or insecticides or pesticides on the
Surveying can
fields.
be-
Yeah, surveying can be done through the drones, and exact mapping. You get the data within few minutes or few seconds, I must say.
Yes.
And
Right.
so it will ease out the load on the government. The pendency will ease out, and AI will help you, and technology will help you in this manner.
Okay, sir.
Yes, and I would suggest concrete curing is a major role. It plays a major role in this construction industry. So I would suggest that there should be some invention in the quality of the concrete. That what is the concrete is like, it consists of cement a lot. So cement needs a chemical reaction happens with the cement, and the temperature of the concrete should maintain properly. For that we need to pour the water and curing process starts. So to maintain that temperature and to take the results from that within. Right now the concreting is done, so after 24 hours this is the temperature, after 48 hours this is the temperature, after 72 hours this is the temperature, and from that we can predict what
Other
can be
than
the
concrete curing, what are the problems that technology can solve but it is not yet solved?
For us to understand, as we are a technology student,
Yes.
we are in CS and IT and
Yes.
here. So if hypothetically we were here to solve your problems, so what all problems would you bring on the desk for us to solve, which you are facing right now in your group?
These are which I mentioned, concreting, then the surveying, government surveys. Then another thing is that the ease out in taking this permissions from the government authorities. For that, right now PMC has introduced a software where there is the software runs the plan and you get the digital copy of that plan with digital signatures. So such innovative ideas from your field are always welcome to us, because it just saves our time like anything. Anything means the process becomes hassle free of taking the permissions and sanctions, because there are various departments involved in this sector. Not only the building permission department, we need to coordinate with the garden department, the water department, the sewage department, the fire department. So there are many multiple sectors and departments. So to bring all these departments on a single platform is required.
How do corruption works in this sector? Like I have heard about a lot that corruption is way more in this real estate. So how do you look upon that?
When you ease out the permission things, when you the single window system was introduced by many government offices. So if the contact of a person and that government officer doesn't come, then there are chances to reduce the corruption in all these things. But for that, the central level policies and the state level policies need to redefine, and then the implementation part. Though the governments have redefined and changed the policies, but the lack of implementation is a lot. And if you means I have faced these problems every day. It is in the permission sector also and in land clearances also. So the thing is that if you doesn't satisfy that person's demands, then he'll just say go to this office, go to head office in Mumbai, go to head office in there, you talk with this person, this official is my boss, I need to report him, and all these messed up things, compliance thing. To stop the corruption, I must say that government should have a good approach towards the industry, and government should start the self-cleansing process.
So based on my learning today, I guess that it will need about 10 to 15 years to get settle this market.
Time is not a big part of this. You need to have a proper approach, and you should have that intention that अरे मैं करूँगा. That Anil Kapoor का एक movie था. I just forgot the name of that movie. He became the chief minister of Maharashtra in that Nayak. So he had a good intention to implement the policies, and we just saw him on the field. I can't just sit in my chair in the AC room, AC cabin. I need to be on the field, and then the implementation part can happen.
Okay, sir. So this is the last interview or questioning round. So this is for Founders Playbook. So here we just ask few questions, few fundamental things which you have experienced, and you can answer that. Okay. So building a business, one principle that has guided every major decision at Kolte Developer, which you think?
One or two?
Anything. 1, 2, 3.
Trust, intention.
Okay. Leading people. So one principle for building a team that stays loyal and performs across data things.
Can you just pardon the question?
Okay. So one principle for building a team that stays loyal with you and also is staying with you for more than decades, or loyalty thing? How do you cater with these things?
Again, I will say trust, because
Okay.
if I trust the person, then he can deliver.
Okay.
If I show distrust on him, then he won't perform.
Yeah. Okay. So third thing is regarding managing money.
Yes.
So one financial principle every real estate developer or everyone should follow who is entering this business.
Calculated risk.
Okay. So fourth one is handling failures. So one principle for getting a bag when you are faced a failure.
Take it as an experience and
Okay.
deal it with a normal day. You'll sail through it.
Okay. For creating a meaningful life, as sir also said, he is working for social cause, also some affordable housing and that thing. So beyond business, what do you think about social life or family life? How should a person who is doing business should balance it?
My key thing to balance out all these things is the connectivity. I'm available on phone at any time throughout the
Okay.
24 hours, any day.
Okay.
I won't be available at that time to speak out in person.
Okay.
But yeah, you call me on the regular call or WhatsApp call, I'm available. So
Okay.
it creates a personal touch with that person. It can be a landowner, it can be a vendor, any person. It can be a office staff also, or it can be a labor also, or it can be your funder, any big person, a government official also. Connectivity is the key to
Yes.
success.
हा तर सर तुम्ही तुम्हाला स्वतःला प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस वगैरे करा का, तुम्ही काय काम करता वगैरे, कोण आहात वगैरे.
मी ऋषिकेश गोसावी. मी पुण्यामध्येच असतो. महाराजांचं छत्रपती आमचे उदयनराजे भोसले यांच्या विचारावर सगळ्या गोष्टी पुण्यामध्ये काही कामं करत असतो.
बरं.
म्हणजे शिवजयंती असेल, परत संभाजी महाराज जयंती असेल, परत सामाजिक कार्य असेल, विविध कामं वगैरे महाराजांच्या आशीर्वादाखाली पुण्यामध्ये करत असतो.
ओके. जर आता तुम्ही म्हणालात उदयनराजांसोबत तुम्ही असता, तर मग तुम्ही मला जरा सांगू शकाल का त्यांचे विचार आणि हे कसे आहेत जरा, किंवा सगळे एवढे आहात तुम्ही त्यांच्यासोबत, तर मला जरा त्यांचं आपण बोलत त्यांचं जर तुम्ही एवढं कसं करता.
महाराजांचे विचार म्हणजे हे असं बाकी यांच्यासारखं नाही, म्हणजे करतो, बघतो, मार्गी लावतो, असं काही महाराजांचं नसतं. जे काय आहे ते महाराजांकडे गेलं की सगळी कामं एका फोनमध्ये होतात. म्हणजे दुसरा विषयच नाही, डायरेक्ट कामच होतं.
ओके. आणि आता तुम्ही त्यांच्यासोबत किती ह्याच्या दिवस झाले तुम्हाला?
महाराजांसोबत एक 4-5 वर्ष झालं आहे. म्हणजे
आता आपल्या पुण्यामध्ये किंवा आपल्या महाराष्ट्रात पण आता खूप सारे बाहेरचे लोक येतात. मग तुम्ही त्यांना काय असं संदेश द्यायला लागेल, किंवा तुम्ही असं तुम्हाला वाटतं की त्यांनी एक फॉलो केलं पाहिजे या गोष्टी, किंवा असं खूपदा होतं की त्यांना आपल्या कल्चरचं किंवा आपल्या गोष्टींचं काही माहीत नसतं, मग ते कसं तुम्हाला वाटतं की त्यांनी केलं पाहिजे किंवा काय केलं पाहिजे?
आता पुण्यामध्ये जास्त करून बाहेरनं वगैरे लोक येतात नाही का. आता पुण्यामध्ये पण भरपूर ड्रग्स वगैरे चालू प्रकरणं वगैरे बाकीचे इतर गोष्टी असतात. तिथं आम्ही हे करतो की बाबा आम्ही तिथं ग्राउंड लेवलला उतरतो की असं काही करू नका वगैरे, किंवा पोलिसांना तक्रारी असतील किंवा काय असतील समस्या असतील, परत तिथल्या पुण्यातल्या जनतेचे जे प्रश्न असतील ते मी महाराजांपर्यंत घेऊन जातो की बाबा असे असे प्रश्न आहेत, ते हे करा म्हणून त्या बाबतीत.
आणि जर का कोणाला महाराजांपाशी काही प्रॉब्लेम्स वगैरे घेऊन जायचे असते, किंवा एक आहे इम्पॉर्टंट काम किंवा महाराजांकडे घेऊन गेलं पाहिजे असं वाटतं, तर ते कसं कॉन्टॅक्ट करतील तुम्हाला किंवा त्यांना?
महाराजांकडं काम म्हणजे घेऊन जाताना सर्वसामान्य कुटुंबातली माझ्याकडे काम असतात. म्हणजे कोणाचा प्रश्न सुटत नसेल, काय नसेल, किंवा त्यांना अडचणी निर्माण होत असतील, तर स्थानिक म्हणजे स्वराज्य संस्थेतले असतील, आमदार असतील, खासदार असतील, त्यांच्याकडे ते जात नाही की बाबा एक हक्काचं म्हणजे घर म्हणजे छत्रपती उदयनराजे भोसले हे आहे. म्हणजे जनतेसाठी सदैव तयार, 24 तासात कधीही फोन केला महाराजांना तरी महाराज फोन रिसिव्ह.
बरोबर. आता आता आपले जे फोर्ट्स आणि आपले आहे जे छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराजांच्या काळापासून आपण आलेले आहेत आणि आले त्याच्यामध्ये आता तुम्ही बघाल की थोडंसं जरा स्ट्रक्चरल प्रॉब्लेम्स झालेले आहेत किंवा जे नवीन पर्यटक म्हणून जातात ते कचरा करतात. तर ह्याच्यावर तुम्हाला काय वाटतं की आपले ते हिस्टॉरिकल आहेत गोष्टी ज्या आपली छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराजांपासून चालत आलेले आहेत आणि त्यांच्या टाइम पासून बनलेले आहेत, ते अजून काही एवढं नाही झालं. बट आता ते तिकडं पर्यटनच्या नावाखाली खूप कचरा होतो किंवा पोल्युशन होतं जे काय होतं आणि ते जे तिकडचे जे फोर्टचे दरवाजे असतात ते खराब होतात किंवा मेंटेन नसतात. याच्यावरती तुम्हाला काय बोलायचं आहे की काय वाटतं तुम्हाला व्हायला पाहिजे?
आता एक मोहीम म्हणजे अशी चालू केली की गड किल्ले संवर्धन नावाची. म्हणजे प्रत्येक गड किल्ले असतील किंवा काय असतील तिथं आपण आता प्रत्येक ठिकाणी आता शाखा ओपन करतोय. प्रत्येक गड किल्ल्यावर एक 4 प्रतिनिधी असतील की ते सर्व तिथली निगा राखतील वगैरे, बघतील तिथली काय माहिती वगैरे असेल काय असेल तर त्यांचे कॉन्टॅक्ट नंबर आपण तिथे एक प्रत्येक गड किल्ल्यावर एक शाखा ओपन करणार आहे. तिथं 4 प्रतिनिधी ठेवणार आहे आणि त्यांच्याकडनं आपण सगळे कुठं काही प्रॉब्लेम येत असेल काय असेल, कुठं निधीची तरतूद असेल काय असेल गड किल्ले संवर्धनासाठी तर आपण नक्कीच प्रयत्न करणार आहे. महाराजांकडे ते लवकरच आम्ही प्रस्ताव देणार आहे.
ओके. आणि आता तुम्ही महाराजांसोबत एवढे वर्ष राहिलाय तर आता समजा कोणातरी त्यांना काय विचारायचं असेल किंवा जसं नेतृत्ववादी आहेत ते तर मग त्यांचे नेतृत्ववादीचे काही किस्से तुम्ही सांगू शकाल का किंवा असे काही?
नेतृत्ववादी असं म्हणता नाही येणार. म्हणजे जनतेसाठी कायमस्वरूपी उभा राहणारा माणूस म्हणजे
ओके
उदयनराजे भोसले जनतेसाठी सदैव.
ओके.
काहीतरी मेसेज हमारा हिंदी ऑडियंस साथी
आता हमारे पास हिंदी ऑडियंस भी है, इंग्लिश ऑडियंस भी है, तो हिंदी में कुछ आप मैसेज देना चाहोगे क्योंकि बाहर से भी लोग आते हैं तो उनको कुछ आप इस पॉडकास्ट के थ्रू या फिर इस इंटरव्यू के थ्रू कुछ मैसेज पहुंचाना चाहते हो कि हमारे उदयनराजे की तरफ से या फिर आपके तरफ से भी छत्रपति उदयनराजे आपके तरफ से उनकी तरफ से कुछ मैसेज?
हिंदी तो मेरे को मतलब ज्यादा नहीं आती लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत है मैं बोलता हूँ. लेकिन बाकी भी लोग हैं, हिंदी है मतलब लंदन में है, दुबई में है, मतलब सभी जगह पे लोग हैं. छत्रपति उदयनराजे सब मतलब जानते हैं, पहचानते हैं उनका नाम. अभी वो छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज के 13वें वंशज है, ये सबको मालूम है. मतलब दिल्ली में भी उनका दरारा है.
बराबर. तो एक मैसेज कुछ देना चाहोगे जो इधर पुणे में या फिर महाराष्ट्र में आते बाहर के लोग तो उनको कुछ जानना चाहिए कि क्योंकि हमारा देखो जैसे राजस्थान के लोग हैं तो उनके पास उनके लोग हेरिटेज में है, आसाम के जो अहम्स थे उनका है, वैसे ही महाराष्ट्र का गौरव जो है वो छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज, संभाजी महाराज, पेशवा और अभी आपके जो उनके वंशज अपने छत्रपति राजे सर है तो वो ऐसा है. तो कुछ उनके बारे में जो बाहर के लोग आते नॉन महाराष्ट्रियन उनको जानना कुछ ऐसा चाहिए कि क्योंकि बहुत बड़े हस्ती है तो कुछ
जो आते मतलब पुणे में जो आते हैं बाहर के मतलब लोग वो मेरे को मतलब पहचानते. मतलब पुणे में मैं रहता हूँ, उनको मतलब मिलने का होता तो मैं जाके सातार को उनको मिला के भी लाता. मतलब मैं उतना कर सकता हूँ. मतलब पुणे में हूँ लेकिन जो मतलब उनके पास पहुँच नहीं सकते उनको मैं उधर लेके जाता.